In a world where success is often measured by the number of likes, material wealth, and outward appearances, we tend to forget what truly matters: inner harmony and sincerity. But what if I told you that modesty is the key to a happy and fulfilling life? It's not just a moral quality, but a real strength that helps not only preserve peace of mind but also build healthy relationships, and most importantly, stay true to yourself in a world full of pretense. In this video, we'll explore how modesty helps you cope with the challenges of modern society, how it influences your health and well-being, and why it's the foundation of true masculinity and femininity. You'll learn how modesty can be your guide in a world filled with temptations and external standards. Are you ready to discover why modesty is more than just external behavior? Let's get started. Number 1. Modesty for women, an Islamic perspective. In today's world, modesty is often misunderstood and perceived as a restriction on women's freedom. Many believe that Islamic guidelines, such as wearing the hijab, maintaining composure in behavior, and adhering to ethical norms, limit women's rights and opportunities. This stereotype often arises from a lack of knowledge and misinterpretation of the true essence of modesty, which in Islam is seen as a virtue and a form of protection, not a limitation. Modesty for a woman in Islam encompasses more than just clothing. It extends to manners, speech, and actions. The hijab, for instance, is not merely a garment but a symbol of devotion to Allah and an expression of inner dignity. It serves as a reminder to society that a woman's worth lies in her moral and spiritual qualities, not her physical appearance. Beyond clothing, modesty is reflected in behavior. Islam encourages respect for others, restraint in speech, and avoidance of provocative actions. These qualities help women preserve their dignity, build healthy relationships in society, and focus on genuine values such as knowledge, faith, and virtue. Critics often label modesty as a restriction of freedom, but in reality, it grants freedom from societal pressures. In a world where a person's value is frequently measured by external standards, modesty liberates individuals from this superficial judgment and redirects their focus toward inner development. The Quran states, "And tell the believing women to lower their gaze and guard their chastity, and not to reveal their adornments except what is apparent of them, and let them draw their veils over their chests." Quran 2400 hours 31. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized the importance of modesty for women. He said, "Indeed, modesty is an adornment that protects a woman and brings her closer to Allah." Sunan Ibn Majah. In Islam, modesty is a conscious choice that elevates and protects women both spiritually and socially. It teaches us to value ourselves for our inner qualities rather than external attributes, helping us focus on the true values of life. Modesty is freedom from stereotypes and a strength that brings women closer to Allah and harmony within themselves. Number 2. Modesty for men, an Islamic perspective. In today's society, many men face the challenge of maintaining modesty in their clothing, behavior, and interactions. Modern standards often encourage an exaggerated display of masculinity, emphasizing physical strength and material wealth, which can lead to a disregard for modest principles, especially regarding appearance and manners. This may create misconceptions that true masculinity and confidence should be shown through excess display. The solution to this issue lies in understanding the true role of modesty in a Muslim's life. Islam teaches that masculinity is not about outward displays of strength, but about inner qualities such as humility, respect for others, and self-control. A man's clothing, behavior, and manners should align with the principles of modesty, which protect him from arrogance and self-aggrandizement, creating harmony with those around him and with Allah. For example, in clothing, men are encouraged to avoid excessive luxury and the display of wealth. Instead of following fashion trends, simplicity and comfort should be chosen, as these are also expressions of modesty. Additionally, modest behavior is important, avoiding pride, showy aggression, and excessive self-confidence. An example for Muslim men is the behavior of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who was a model of modesty in all aspects. He wore simple clothes and avoided any form of pride, despite his high position and the significance of his mission. A verse from the Quran. And do not walk upon the earth with arrogance. Indeed, you will never tear the earth apart, and you will never reach the mountains in height. Quran 17:37. A saying of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Whoever walks with pride will not enter paradise. Sahih al-Bukhari. The important lesson to be drawn from this is that modesty is not a sign of weakness or cowardice. On the contrary, it is a strength. True masculinity is not shown through overt aggression or excessive self-expression, but through being modest, respectful, and not boasting about one's achievements. Modesty helps a man avoid arrogance and leads to inner peace and harmony. Number 3. The benefits of modesty in the modern world. In modern society, external attributes of success are often valued: material wealth, physical attractiveness, and social status. These standards can lead to a distorted perception of true values and create the illusion that a person's worth depends on their appearance or achievements. Under such pressure, many people, especially young people, feel dissatisfied and stressed, which can impact their moral and spiritual well-being. The solution to this problem lies in returning to the principles of modesty, which helps individuals interact harmoniously with society while maintaining inner purpose and peace. Modesty teaches a person not to attach themselves to external standards but to seek balance between their inner and outer states. It helps to cope with challenges without losing individuality, self-respect, and respect for others. The influence of modesty on moral and spiritual development is invaluable. Modesty frees a person from pride and self-satisfaction, creating space for self-awareness and spiritual growth. It develops inner strength, helps maintain peace of mind, and provides stability in difficult situations. Modesty also fosters sincerity and honesty in relationships with others, which is an important aspect of spiritual purity. A verse from the Quran. And do not walk upon the earth with arrogance. Indeed, you will never tear the earth apart, and you will never reach the mountains in height. Quran 17:37. A saying of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Indeed, modesty is the adornment of a believer. Sahih Muslim. The lesson to be drawn from this is that modesty is not just an external trait, but an internal state that helps maintain balance between the material and the spiritual. In a modern world full of external pressures and superficial values, modesty becomes a strength that allows a person to remain true to themselves, live with peace of mind, and be resilient to any challenges. Modesty frees one from the worry of what society thinks of them and allows them to focus on the true goals of life. Conclusion: modesty as a path to harmony and inner well-being. Modesty is not just a moral quality, but also a powerful tool that contributes to our physical and emotional health. In the modern world, where external standards and the pursuit of material achievements often lead to stress and dissatisfaction, modesty helps to find balance. It frees us from excessive competition and worries about external approval, allowing us to focus on inner values, such as peace of mind and emotional stability. Modesty helps to develop resilience and self-sufficiency. This quality gives strength to face life's challenges with confidence, without being concerned about superficial achievements or the opinions of others. A modest person does not rely on external validation, but builds their self-esteem on inner accomplishments and self-respect, making them more resilient to life's storms. Furthermore, modesty is the foundation of healthy and harmonious relationships. Modest individuals find it easier to connect with others, avoiding arrogance and pride, which fosters mutual respect and sincerity. In relationships, whether at home or at work, modesty helps to build trust and support, rather than competition and misunderstanding. As Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever shows modesty, Allah will elevate him." Sahih Muslim. Modesty is the foundation upon which a happy and harmonious life can be built. It is not only about external behavior but also about an inner attitude of a person who strives to become better every day, aiming for perfection and respecting others without expecting any reward in return. What do you think? How does modesty affect your life? How could you develop this quality in your daily life? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new interesting topics. Wishing you peace of mind and harmony in life.